big breaking news which is coming in. This regarding the unfortunate death of the Noida Techie. On your screens, you can see the visuals of his SUV being pulled out. Justice for Yuvraj, and perhaps this is the first step towards it. Even as you can see, these visuals are coming in live and exclusively right here on Times Now. You can see his SUV being dragged out, filled with a lot of debris, dragged out from that swamp in which Yuvraj died in. These are visuals of this car being pulled out. The sunroof can be seen that it is open, through which, remember, the Noida Techie, Yuvraj, came out of the car. He clung on to his car. He got onto the roof from out of the sunroof, and he clung on to his life till the last minute, after he could no more as his SUV slowly drowned. You can see the visuals of Yuvraj's SUV now being pulled out by the forces. They have retrieved it. Unfortunate end, the tragic end of a bright young man ended in this very SUV. This very SUV today, which holds the clue of what could have gone wrong. In fact, this is the Noida Sector 50 update which is coming in, and this is the process of pulling the car out, where it had fallen into that damp squad, after which the builder, remember, has also been arrested. Let me go across to Shefali. With a crane and several ropes, the SUV, the ill-fated SUV today, is being dragged out of that big pit where Yuvraj breathed his last. Shefali, what's happening now and the significance of this moment?
Multiple efforts were being made by the NDRF to pull out the car. We have also seen while the car was being pulled out, there were multiple times the rope which was being used to pull out the car have been broken. They have reattached it, and now the car has successfully been out. I'll ask my video journalist to show the visuals here. The car has been pulled out and has been put in a dumper truck right now. And in the visuals, you can also see that the sunroof through which the Noida Techie tried to come out and seek for help is also open over here, and the car is in a very bad state. Of course, the incident was really, what happened is really bad, and how it must have happened we can also understand through by seeing the damage of the car. Now the car has been taken out and is being put in the dumper truck here, and the evacuation of the car process is being done, as you can see in the visuals.
Well, these are the visuals of the car being retrieved. It's going to be a crucial part of the investigation into what really happened in the last few ill-fated moments of Yuvraj's life. This is where he was. The sunroof, even now when you can see as it is being pulled out, the sunroof is open as it is being dragged out by the crane. The sunroof is open because, remember, Yuvraj opened the sunroof. He stood there and he held on for his life in the final moments as life slowly ebbed out and he drowned. People were watching. The SDRF team was there, the NDRF team was there, the Noida authorities were there, the police was there. They all watched there, stood there, watched helplessly while Yuvraj could not be saved. This car is where he spent the last few moments of his life, fighting for his life, calling his father and saying, "Papa, mujhe bacha lo." His father says that his voice continues to haunt him at night, that he keeps thinking and hearing his son crying out to him, asking him to save him. And he says that he feels distressed that his son could not be saved. Let me go across to Shefali. Shefali, it's unfortunate today when we look at the visuals of the car which has come out, but at the end of it, questions still remain. Yes, the builder has been arrested. The other kind of action which has been taken to punish the guilty, because that's the most important one, which is to affix accountability.
I'm sorry, because of the bad network, I'm unable to hear the question.
Shefali, I was asking you about the action which has been taken so far.
Yes, yes. As we know that the Noida CEO has also been removed from his position, and the builder has also been arrested. And there's another person, Mr. Manish, who the police is now in search of him, who is involved in whose name is coming out in the entire case. As the MP has also said that he has also written a letter in order to ensure that this area was open, and there was no one to actually ensure that the area gets covered, and any such incident could have been averted if the administration would have paid attention to it, ensured safety of the people. Even the people from the society are saying that this has been flagged many months ago, but no action has been taken. And as we have also reported earlier, that such incident has also been averted a few days back, where a truck driver was also faced something similar like that. So it's a very unfortunate incident that has happened. And right now, as we can see in the visuals also, the car is being taken. By in the truck, and the evacuation process of the car is completed now. The police officials, and you can see the NDRF also now taking out the raft out as the evacuation is done. And here their also job is done, where you can see the visuals of them wrapping up their work with here, and police officials were also present here ensuring the smooth. There were a lot of people, locals were here to see what was actually happening. And right now in the visuals, the car has been taken, and NDRF has completed their work.
Well, this is the latest visual coming in of Yuvraj's SUV being pulled out of this deadly pit. It's not even a pit, it's more like a big swamp, because there was so much water in it. People, a few of them, eyewitnesses say that they tried to wade into it, but to no avail. But Shefali, interestingly, we have the NDRF teams with the rafts today, 2 days after Yuvraj died due to the apathy, due to civic apathy. His father till day asked, why weren't there expert divers who were available with the SDRF? Even the NDRF came there, but they had no rafts. If these rafts, one would imagine, would have been there at the time when Yuvraj was slowly drowning, he could have been alive.
Yes, that's the question also. It's more about now who will provide justice to Yuvraj and his family. The father who is now crying, saying that his son's words is haunting him every night. He was asking for help and he couldn't do anything, and the basic facility was not provided by the civic authorities for the residents of Sector 150. The whole system, the cops, the department, the SDRF, the civic authorities have failed in order to save a 27-year-old Yuvraj's life here.
Well, unfortunately, 27-year-old Yuvraj died because of the civic apathy. Questions that are left behind in his death. Questions we don't have answers to. But Shefali, the Chief Minister, Yogi Adityanath himself has stepped in. He's constituted an SIT, and I believe 5 days' time is what it was given yesterday to wrap up its probe. Any kind of updates that you may be able to share with us into what the SIT is looking into, and with the recovery of the car that Yuvraj was in right now? We can see the live visuals of that car being taken away. Sector 150 Noida is where you can see these visuals of. You saw first the car being dragged out along with a lot of debris, along with a lot of weeds from out of that swampy ditch. And with a crane, now they put it in a truck, and that truck is transporting the car, which is going to be an integral part of the SIT probe, as has been set up by the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, because this car is where Yuvraj spent the last few minutes of his life. Shefali, where are they taking the car? How significant will this be in the SIT probe?
It is still not clear where exactly they are taking the car, but the car has been taken, and it will be the part of the investigation today as well. The DM, the police, everyone from the authority was here at the site, but the question remains. It's been 4 days, but the car, today is the day when the car has been extracted from this pit, from this dam, and no one was going inside to even take the car out. It took 4 days for the authorities. No one went inside. The Yuvraj sought for help for 2 hours, and yet he was not being saved. These are the questions, these are the tough questions that we all need to ask from the Uttar Pradesh government, from the Noida authorities, that what were they doing? Where did they fail? Now, even if the SIT will probe, his father will never get back his son is the thing. They will still mourn and will continue to mourn for the life that they have lost.
Well, Shefali, do stay on with us. Kritika is also joining us with more details. Kritika, even as we speak, there are live visuals coming in from Sector 150 of Noida, where the car was finally jacked out with the help of a crane and now being transported in this truck. Do we know what next in the probe?
Well, yes, we can expect, in fact, a forensic examination to also take place of the car. Any other signs that could, in fact, tell the officials over how this accident actually happened would be helpful now in the case. It does seem unlikely, however, because it's already been 4 days of the car being submerged in water, but it will be combed through for any sort of information that can bring to light other facts that can help the authorities in the investigation that is currently underway, headed by the ADG Meerut division, the SIT, the 3-member SIT that has been formed as well. But the entire day, almost it took about more than 5 hours, in fact, for the NDRF team to pull this car out. This entire action will also bring to light certain facts regarding the depth, the exact depth of the pits that has been dug up, the kind of water that has been inundated, that has been stagnant in that patch of land years as per the local. All details will further help fix accountability as well as make the situation much more clear. Were there, in fact, iron rods? Was the estimation correct of the fire department officials the night they were called to carry out as far as Yuvraj is concerned? Over to you.
Well, Kritika, as you rightly pointed out, that this is going to be very critical, forensically speaking, to ensure that we know what really happened in the last few moments of Yuvraj's life, because the sunroof that we can see, even as the car is now being hauled out of the water, the sunroof was open because Yuvraj tried to stick his head out, his neck up from there. He stood on top of his sunroof as well as he called his father, and he called out for help. He even switched on the torch in his mobile phone and waved it to all the people saying, "I'm here, come and save me." Unfortunately, that didn't happen. This car being retrieved, yes, it will answer a lot of questions, but so many questions still linger on. How swiftly do we expect the SIT to give its report, Kritika?
So as per the orders of the Chief Minister, 5 days have been given to the SIT to submit a comprehensive report. In addition to this, Noida Authority was earlier also asked to, in fact, carry out an inspection of every other accident-prone areas as well, as far as Noida is also concerned. Remember, residents, the locals of Sector 150 had been writing to their MP, they had been writing to the authority directly as well over all of this chaos that had been created in Sector 150, which they call as the abandoned sector here. Whether it is issues related to dust or to weak cell tower, and in fact that very 90-degree bend, which was the cause of his death as well. All of these observations will be coming in, and the MP has also, in fact, promised further action as well. Over to you.
Well, yes, red flags were ignored. The apathy was punished. But unfortunately, it is Yuvraj who paid with his life for this apathy. This, remember, is a Times Now campaign for justice. Justice for Yuvraj. Thank you so much, Kritika, as well as Shefali, for the time being, for joining us. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates. Without a short break, stay tuned.